Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today we're going to be doing the Watercolor World and Calm and Quiet, which is a new host code, or no host code, new host set. And I got it, and so I'm like, woo, let's play with it. So let's get going. I'm gonna turn you around, and I'm sorry if this makes you dizzy. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. And let's see if I can get this. Look at there. All right, almost perfect. Let me slide it back just a little because you can see my lap. All right, so the first card we're going to make uses the Watercolor World, and let's get that out. And I am using the Midnight Muse paper, because I think that it is so pretty, such a pretty blue. And first off, I want to say hi to everybody, even those that are watching in replay. Thank you for coming. And this is the card that we're going to be making today. So I am going the right way. Yes, I hope. Hey, Valerie and Hindi. And oh, Gwen. Hey, sweetie. Dottie and Lola and Angie. Gosh, you guys, thanks for coming. And Mary, hey. So this is the card we're going to be making. You know, I like it when I can make cards that look a little bit old. So we're going to go there today. So everything is out on my blog, which is tedderbearstamping.com. But be sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything, because that is the most important thing. So, and Gwen, just to let you guys know, Gwen with Gwen's Glitter Gang is my my person that I get my color streak from. I'm not wearing it today. I miss it, but I'm giving my fingers a little bit of a rest. All right, so we're gonna ink this up, and I'm going to use pecan pie. And Hindi, thank you so much for the handmade card you sent me. That was so nice. I meant to say it the last time, but I forgot. Okay, so we are going to stamp this, and I'm going to bring in my thing here because I know I'm going to go over. So I have this cutter that cuts thick things. It's the best thing. The thicker it is, the better it does. So, oh, that's really dark. Okay, that's okay. And I cut half of a pad. Look how thick this is. See, can you see that? I cut it in one swoop with my thing. So if you guys ever want to have this done, just bring me your stuff and I'll cut a whole bunch of them for you. All right. So we are going to come, oops, I still need that. We are going to come in, and I'm going to sponge this and make it look old. I am not going to use this one. I will in a minute though. I am going to use crumb cake. Thanks, Gwen, for giving me permission, because I really feel guilty when I come see you and I don't have them done. But you know I buy a lot from you, so you don't worry about it too much, I know. So I'm just going over it with the crumb cake, and this is going to look totally different because my last one I think I stamped with crumb cake, and this one I stamped with the pecan pie, so we'll see. All right, so you definitely want to make sure you get it aged. That's the word. All right. Then we're going to come in with early espresso, and I'm going to do the edges, and then we're going to do it all over again, because after I do these edges, then I want to come in and rough it up a little bit. You guys have seen me do this before. But if you are new to my channel, guys, I have hundreds of videos out there. You definitely want to go try them out. And they're all labeled with different like techniques or stamp classes or things that are interactive, so it's easy to see. All right, I'm going to close this for now. Close this one. I know. I was thinking that maybe I need to change the name of my stamp group that I have, because right now I have it under Lit Stamp, but I was really thinking, something to do with the teddy bear, like cave, or for my people that come and join my team. I want something cute that has to do with the bear, since I'm teddy bear. So I'll let you girls think about it and give me all kinds of great ideas. I am using my scissors to rough up the edges because it can't look pristine if it's going to be old. I thought of saying teddy bear cubs, but I thought that might be insulting to some people. Like, they're not cubs. All right, so I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to turn it over and just do this corner because I want it to curl. And this really helps. And I really want to emphasize it. So we're going to come back in, whoops, and get the top with this Teddy Bear Crafters, but it doesn't have anything to do with the bears. I don't know whether there's a cute play on words. I do like that though. I think that sounds great. All right, and then I'm going to do a little bit of, and I think I still have some on here. Yep. Because we want it to look like it is really been sitting around. And then we're going to fold this and then come in. Whoops, other side. Now I just came in with my darker one. You really don't want it to look clean. All right, and then we're just going to tear a little bit and fold it over like we did in that corner. Let's bring in the darker one. It's coming along. And then, let's see, I'm just going to tear this edge right on off. What I like to do is make it curl. Hey, Joy. All right. So I think that's good for that. So we're going to go ahead and put it on early espresso just to hold it. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing for the early espresso. So it looks like that was in the drawer too, or wherever. Okay. All right, so I definitely want to follow this. Have that be torn. This will be torn and bent. We will make this corner do the same thing. And then you'll have to tell me which one you like better of the two, because one I use crumb cake ink and this one I use pecan pie. And I'd love to hear back and see, so that maybe next time I'll keep it the same. All right, let's see. All right, I think that is good. Here is my original. This one really does look old because it's more muted, but I kind of like the deep dark colors. All right, let me bring in this because we have to make this all messy too. And this time we're going to use the blue ink, which, excuse the reach, is the Misty Moonlight because it matches. the only reason why I joined Stampin' Up! Is everything coordinates. And if you are a crafter, that is so important. All right. I'd be lost without you. Works perfect for a map. Okay, we're going to put that right in the middle. Yay. All right. I kicked out my cat before we started, and I kicked out my dog. I hear him out there like wondering why mommy's not letting him in. But he always likes to bark when I'm on. And the cat claws at the door. So I'm just using what's left on my brush because I don't want it to be super, super dark, but I want both of my edges to be curled. So this one I'm going to have come forward. I kind of thought of like a document, you know, how it's curled on, you know, like rolled. I kind of want it to be rolled. Here we go. And then this one is going to go down. So we'll just do it this way. Bone folders really do help. Whoop. All right. And we're going to roll that. So look at how cute that is. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back, and then we're going to work with the rest of it. Trying to find my dimensionals. Well, here's one that's almost out. We'll just stick that on and I'll throw that away. All right, so I'm going to put this aside, take this away. So now I want to wrap this with my linen twine. And I wanted it to be where it went across 3 times, but it's got to be a little bit longer than what I would normally do it because I'm going to tie knots and that takes up some of the length. Here we go. Stampin' Den. I like that. Dottie. That's good. Thank you, Hindi. That was so nice. I really, this is the way I've always done my cards, that when they have to be roughed up, they all look the same. I would maybe like to learn something new, but if it ain't broke, right? All right. So to make this not quite so like, because it's been on a roll, you want to make sure you kind of rub your nails across it so that it will straighten out a little bit. So I'm just going to tie a little knot towards the end, hopefully. Okay, then another knot around here. It's much easier to do the middle one last. Let's make sure before I tighten it. I'll get it over. Okay, so there we got the 2 and it's still working. So we're just going to do one in the middle because it's always good to have things in 3s. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back and then place my thread on there. Just think it adds. And then go back over it just to make sure it's not going anywhere. All right. Put that on to my blue. Doesn't this blue look really good with this? I really liked it. Normally in all of these cards that I make, I use the cherry cobbler. This time I thought, okay, I'm going to be a little different. So hopefully you like that too. All right, so now we bring in this and we're going to put it right there. She'd be lost without you. All right, now we just have to do the inside. And I decided to use the Misty Moonlight and the stamps that come in with the ocean, these waves are my favorites. I've already told you that. So, and it's out. So they just look so pretty. All right, we're going to bring this in. I like the blue and the black, or the blue and the early espresso. Looks so pretty together. And if you notice, this is one of our distinctive stamps. Even though you ink it up, it still makes it to where they're different hues. It almost looks like you stamped off, but you didn't. All right, so let's move that. And then I'm going to say the sentiment that is good for the boat one, or the pirate one, is hoping this year is full of adventure and excitement. And then that's going to go onto the early espresso. But first, I want to go over it with this because I don't want it to be so stark. And again, I'm not re-inking my early espresso brush. That's how much it holds. I just want it to be not quite so bright. Okay. And then this is going to go on here. And then on the inside. So if you're new and you come to my live, if you leave a comment, Pat, I was going to say I do a drawing. I don't do a drawing. Pat does the drawing. She does it on the computer and it's all random. And I will mail it to you, to your house. And I've been known to mail out of the country. Whoops, wrong one. Which Valerie knows. And I think I just sent her one today. All right. So what do you think? Which one do you like better? I'd love to know. All right. The one that's a little bit more bright, but still looks old. Or the one with the, oh, thanks, Hindi. Or the one with the crumb cake. Let me know. We're going to move on. All right. So this is the Calm & Quiet. It's a host set. I just fell in love with it. We're going to do this on the front and this on the inside. So we're going to use everything. And again, I'm using the Misty Moonlight because when I started this, I hadn't got all my cardstock and I had this left over from when we had it before. So hence why I'm using it. All right. Now the PDFs are free for anybody that signs up for my newsletter. All right, so we are going to bring in this pretty stamp set and memento. Oh, hey, Carol, I didn't see you come in. Now we could do this in class if you guys wanted. I am good either way. And I'm going to center this because I don't want it to be the whole front. So you like, yes, the darker one. I liked it too. I'm surprised. Okay. So now we are going to color this. And I apologize. It will take a little bit, but I figured you won't mind because it looks so pretty when we're done. And normally I would use blends, but my blends, their tip is not as wide as narrow as I need it to be for the cattails. So now I grew up going to the lake and they had cattails. and dragonflies. So, of course, I am all about those because it reminded me of my childhood. And frogs, I like frogs. They're fun. Oh, yes, this looks much better with the cattails not being fat. And you just try not to use a lot of ink on this. So this is Old Olive. And I'm going to do Old Olive on the grass and the bushes over here. So while I have it out, except for this is the light, I want to do the dark for the highlights. And along here. And I'm not going to be perfect because I think it looks better when it's not perfect. And where else? I think that's it because the rest is water. And now we can come in with this, and I'm just going to, I'm not even going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do part of it because I like how it kind of goes off. And I'm going to get in between the trees. And we'll go back over that in a minute. And I thought that maybe the grass went this way. So we're going to do that. There, that's for that. Then I'm going to use Boho Blue for the water. Now this is a brand new color, in color, and I just know I didn't, not for the water. I'm doing it for the chair. Sorry. I want the chair to be dark. Just putting in the lines, and then where the artist gave me the lines. Let's see. All right, and then the rest gets the light. For the cattail, I used the early espresso marker. I didn't do that in my sample, and I kind of wish I had, because I'll show you in a minute how it looked when I used a blend. It just was so narrow. They're even smaller than the blades of grass, and I had a hard time keeping it in the lines, which I know people say you don't have to keep it in the lines, but I think it looks good. All right. And there's the chair. Then we're going to do the dock, which I am going to use the pumpkin pie. And I'm going to use the dark like I did before, where I just do where the lines are. Now, Pat helped me make this card yesterday. We made them together. It was kind of fun. I only had the one card, and I didn't want to just show you one card. Okay. Now the rest gets the light. And I'm going to use the brush tip, which I hardly ever use because it's easy. Isn't that a pretty color? Love that. They got rid of my soft suede, so this is now my new favorite. Because soft suede was my all-time favorite. I know I'm weird. I like the subtle colors. Okay. So now the dock is done. We miss you, Mary. Still want to come for a visit, but I know you worry. All right. So this is the dark balmy blue, and I'm just doing the water where they have the watermarks. And then we're going to go over it with Wink of Stella because that will add to the water look. And you don't have to worry so much about getting around the other colors because this is so light. This brush tip needs to be better. Just don't get your ducks in the water. Well, don't make them blue is what I mean. Okay. And then the last part we're going to do is the trees. And I'm going to use a new color for that too. But see, I can go right over those leaves in it, or the greenery here, and it won't matter. Running out. This one needs to go into the trash. All right, good enough. All right, so now we just have the rocks and the tree. And I'm just going to go ahead. Let me do the lines. Now, Pat and I thought this one looks like a turtle. I don't think it's a turtle, but it looks like one. So, that, you know, if you wanted to make it a turtle, you could make it a turtle. Let me get closer so you can see what we mean. Let's see. See, this one's got like the little head. Can you see that? All right. Now the green. And I'm using the Parakeet Party. And I'm going to just really quick, really kind of scribble in where I think a lot of the highlights are. Nothing like exact, because who wants to be exact? I just want highlights in the trees. And you could have where you add sky up here, but I really liked the empty part because I used the deckled rectangle, or yeah, deckled rectangles die, which really adds. All right. Oh, and we forgot the ducks, but I'll do those. All right, now I'm just gonna use the brush tip and we're gonna just fill in the tree. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. But I wanted the green of the grass and the trees to be totally different. So that's why I made this so much brighter. All right, see, that wasn't too long. And now I'm just thinking, I meant to turn off my sound on my phone. Just have the ducks. Now, I think I'm going to use the crumb cake because that's easy. And it's not as dark. So maybe you'll be able to see the duck. There. Oh, I forgot. We have one more. I'm going to make our cup. Let's see. What color should we make the cup? I'm just going to make it a light blue. Light boho to match the chair. You can't even see it now. Maybe that wasn't the best plan. All right. So now I wanted it to pop. So a petrified turtle, yes. Look at how good that looks on the black. And you will be surprised. No dimensionals on this card at all. And I only had one on my last card. All right. Pretty. All right, let me grab a piece of white for the inside. This one's going to be fast and easy. We're just doing this one little thing in the corner. And we could do it on the envelope too. Whoops. Okay, don't put anything over there. Let me get my envelope. Let's do it here. I'm not going to color. Oh, look at that. I'm not coloring it. You guys throw away the envelope anyway, right? All right, we're going to get out the Old Olive again. And then I meant to show you my cattails, how they didn't look that great before. You have to be so precise when you're doing these thin things. All right, almost. All right. Then we have the birds. Just using the crumb cake, or yes, crumb cake. All right. And the light. These look much better than the ducks. They're a little bit bigger so you can tell what they are. All right, now just water and we're done. So like I said, everything's on my blog for you to find all the measurements and everything for this. You just need to subscribe to my newsletter and you will get this in the mail next week. Wow, I'm running low on all my blends. At least you know I use them. All right. So this is going to go on the black to match the front. And considering all the coloring I did, we made very good. Oh, look what I did. Shoot. I will redo this for whoever it goes to. In fact, I don't know that I want to put it on because I just got that on there. Now, I will tell you what I did once when I did this for people across the street. I was done. The card was beautiful, and I dropped the ink pad on here. So I'm just going to do it to show you because this is not something I'm going to keep, but I will do it for your thing and I'll show you what it looks like. I just went like this over the whole thing so it looked like I meant to do that. Because, you know, it's important to at least look like that's something that you meant to do. There. So if you ever drop your pad on, you know what to do. So I don't want to put this on because I don't want to keep that. So I'm going to put it over here. Let me show you the other one that I have done. Here it is. And if you can tell on the cattails, do you see how they're just, I don't know that you can really tell on here, but they are a little wider than the cattails. And then on the inside is just like this. I went over it with the Wink of Stella where the water swirl is on here and in here. And it looks so pretty. Oops, sorry. I know. It seems like sometimes I think that, oh, this is going to take forever. I shouldn't do it. But let me get my first card out again. Where did I put you? Oh, yes, over here because I didn't want to use that. All right. I am using the doodads, which I call doodads because it encompasses everything. The 2023 to 2025 in color dots. And I am using these beautiful blues that match perfectly. Look at those. Oh my God, they're so pretty. Thank you, Hindi. You are the best. All right. So I am going to go ahead and put a big one here and a medium here. Whoop. And then a small one over here in the corner. So that's what it looks like when you have those blue gems. There's like, they look like tiger's eye to me. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. All right. So Pat, you can go ahead and do the drawing, and I'm going to put this card and my 2 here, and you guys could tell me which one you want, because I'm going to fix the back of this one. So if you both want this, then that's fine. I'm going to fix the inside and make it look better. And then let me know if you like the dark or the light if you pick that one. So hopefully you guys can come back next week. And thanks, Gwen, for showing up. I just saw you Friday. It's nice. And then I just placed an order too. Gotta have those nails. All right, Valerie and Angie. Yay. All right. So Valerie, you're going to have 2 cards coming because I just mailed you one. So pick out which one you want here, and I will make sure I get that out to you. You can email me with it if you'd like. Just let me know. And Angie, you know where to find me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to let you go, and hopefully you'll let me know which ones you want. This is so willy wonky. No, it's hard on the thing to put them straight there. Does that look better? Somewhat. All right, girls. I will see you next week. Just let me know what it is that you want for the winners. Thank you. Bye.